Three words that I would use to describe being a woman: resilience, insubordinate, yet capable.
So I'm from Houston, Texas, better known as H Town.
I grew up in a rural town about 30 miles north of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Um, I am, how old am I? I'm 22 years old.
I am 53 years old.
I'm 83 years old.
So my mom's a single mom and she's been raising me for a long time, and I love her so much.
I had two older sisters and two parents.
I grew up in a neighborhood that was a lot of coal miners and people who worked in the mill and the factories. So we didn't have a lot of money, but everybody made it work.
As a child, I was very extrovert, more than I am now. I had a lot of friends. Yeah, I love sleepovers. Then, like, I would have been like sleepover, sleeping bag, like, like the little princess ones where you like have to zip, and like that was me.
We all were in brownies together, Girl Scouts. And we also, kept diaries and we passed notebooks around to do like a group diary, almost like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants kind of thing.
We had the old skates that you had to take the key and put them on your shoes, and we would skate for hours. And we knew, like, as soon as, like, around 5 o'clock, we had to get home for dinner. And it was only a couple doors away from my home, so my mother would be yelling, Bonnie, time to come home.
My current friends are like my best friends. Most of us are roommates for a very long time now. We can have a good time doing anything. Like, we don't have to spend money. We can be right in the living room, watching a movie, cooking dinner, playing games. We love games. Like, you do heads up, but you can't like talk. You have to like act like you're an owl and like describe it, saying like woo woo woo.
Can you give me a sample of the food? Like, be like,
No. Like a kangaroo or something, and you'd be like, they have like little tiny oars, so you'd be like, woo 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 woo.
We have gone on genealogic, genie. We go to cemeteries and look up dead people.
My current friend is my best friend that I've had since I was in third grade, Sue Ann. And her and I, we like to go out to lunch and we sit for an hour, hour and a half, and we talk about things that we've done and we like to do. And we go to places where we like to go, like dumb places like Costco.
In my mid-teen years, I think The Cosby Show actually was one of my favorite shows. It had two parents, one of which worked at home like my dad did. Kind of cool, to see people kind of in the same class.
High School Musical, Zapped. I love Zapped. Let It Shine. Lemonade Mouth.
Bandstand. It was people dancing, doing rock and roll, and they introduced like Fabian and Frankie Avalon and all those people. And then eventually Harrisburg got their own bandstand, and it was called Record Room. And I actually got to take Connie Francis, who was very popular. My girlfriend Sue Ann and I got to take Connie Francis to dinner. And nobody believes it, but it's true. We took her to dinner.
and did you have a celebrity crush growing up? If so, who was it?
My celebrity crush was from this group called Mindless Behavior. I don't know if anyone knows that group. It was a boy band back then. Princeton was my favorite. Um, that was my celebrity crush. I had a big poster of him on my wall. And then there was also Justin Bieber, who was on the back of my door too.
What made you like
I don't know. He could dance, and he was like a good singer. And wait, do you guys know Mindless Behavior? Wait, Mrs. Right, I gotta see her. No.
Oh, and still Rick Springfield. Obviously my favorite. Although I'm totally love Bryan Adams and Sean Connery. I thought he had great hair, and he was tall, and he had a great voice.
Yeah, Bobby Rydell. I thought he was the neatest thing in the world, and he sang like heaven.
Oh, I remember my first crush. My first crush was like my neighbor, like 2 doors down, who was also in my 4th grade class. I really don't know what the appeal was to him. Like, yeah, honestly, didn't even say much. It was kind of weird.
My first crush was on a boy in 5th grade. His name was Tim, and he just had the cutest little dimples. And I remember that, you know, we sat beside each other in class, and, you know, we would almost like touch hands at the desk, but it 5th grade, you know.
My big crush was my husband. It was winter of '60, and I was walking down the street, and he was out on the porch with a deer hanging on the porch. And I said, "What is that?" And he said, "Are you that dumb? It's a deer." And I thought, I'm never going to speak to this man again, this boy again. I'll never speak to him. He's rude. And that was my husband.
what's the craziest thing you've done because you had a crush on someone? Get as crazy as you want.
What? I can't see that. I think this is a universal experience, honestly, but I used to put tissues in my bra, like, in like 6th grade, middle school, to like look fuller. I don't know. That's kind of problematic, but
My bedroom window faced his porch. And I used to sit at the bedroom window and watch the porch to see if he went out with anybody.
You were stalking him?
Yeah, actually, I was. Yeah.
The craziest thing that I did when I had a crush on someone is lose my self-respect. Which I don't recommend.
when I was a kid, I wanted to be a psychologist, actually, because I used to love that show, Dog with the Blog. And and I think the dad was a psychologist on the show, from what I remember. And like, I just thought it was cool. I like looked it up, and I was like, oh, what does a psychologist do? And I was like, oh, I want to help people, and it seemed nice, but
Growing up, I mean, I loved books and I loved reading, and I was a good speller and had good handwriting. And I wanted to either be a librarian or a speech pathologist, or quite honestly, my high school dream, in the yearbook I wrote, I wanted to be editor in chief of Vogue. Um, but just, you know, the love of all those things, the reading and the creativity that I had, those influenced me.
I was going to be an airline flight attendant. My girlfriend Sue Ann and I. We actually went to a meeting to be one. And then we decided we needed a job right then. And so we decided to go to Beltel. So we went to Beltel. We thought we'll go there for a while, and then we'll decide when we can be a flight attendant. So when we got to Beltel, we ended up being there for 3 or 4 years. And we were long distance operators.
Something I would say to my younger self is don't worry so much about everybody else. Worry about yourself and don't settle for the naysayers and the stupid boys. And pay attention to everything around you. It's not been until probably the last 10 years that sorry to cry, but my daughter has taught me more, and I truly mean it. My daughter has taught me more than anybody else about the importance of standing up for yourself. And I will be forever grateful, and I will scream from the mountaintop that I am grateful for that, because I've found my place finally, and I'm not that same person anymore.
My parents were the best thing in the whole world. But I didn't travel with my husband the way he wanted me to because I didn't want to leave them. I wish I would have tried to speak to them and tell them that I wanted to leave and travel the world with him because I missed a lot with him in the Navy all those years and I didn't go with him.
True fucking story. Sorry.
I have grown to be an introverted person for like other reasons. Like through childhood, I was very extroverted, and a lot of people saw that energy and tried to like calm me down and like make me take a breather. Like, it's okay, you don't have to be this anxious, fiery person. And that kind of made me come back on a lot of things. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't listen to what others think about you and what others perceive of you and what other people think you should do. Um, Continue to be yourself. Be that fiery, bold girl and not be afraid and shy from opportunities and experiences because you think you're not good enough. Just be bold and strong, girl.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know it would be that detailed. Whoa! I hope I answered everything okay.